Alright, what's up, guys? So, Visual Venture, they have uploaded a video titled The Dangerous World of Twitch. I don't know why it's I was getting ready to read the title, or not the title, but the username again. I'm like, no, Venture didn't upload Visual Vent. I mean, they did, but the video is titled The Dangerous World of Twitch. Look, man, I don't know where. Hold on for a second. Let me just kind of refresh. Okay, like I think I'm getting back into the swing of things. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know whether it's like I'm tired or just I don't know what's going on. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and check out this video. Twitch can be dangerous. I am gonna say that. Like, I have my moments with Twitch. And yeah, like, oh, it's just, more so it's just, yeah, there's just toxic people out there that don't need to be on Twitch. It's like they don't even need to be on the internet. So but no, let's overall there might be more dangers that we need to worry about with Twitch. So anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Visual Venture for more videos like this. And then that being said,
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna shock all of you. I'm a gambling addict.
I don't think like that should. I don't know, cause I'm not really a gambler, but I will watch people gamble. Like it's one of those things where it's like I watch, but I'm not gonna do it myself. I'll play like a video game where I'm losing out on virtual money, but I think banning it's just, I don't know. Like, if a person is gonna get into it, they're gonna get into it. So I just think that you losing out on, like, just overall, like, potential money going in Twitch's direction and stuff. Yeah, I think that, that was just, y'all could have did something else different with that. But anyways,
genuinely, give me 2 months and I can pay back.
And this
this stalkers is crazy.
To try and track her down, and while doing that, even broke into another streamer's house while they were streaming.
He was actually on his way to my house with a knife.
I was never able to be genuine with people anymore after the fact that I cheated on my girlfriend with people who I didn't realize were even in the first place.
So before we get into this video,
I don't know why I was like, my fault, because I got so caught up with the video, I didn't even realize I didn't full screen. Let me just make sure, because I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on anymore. All right, now let's get into the video.
Say thank you to every single one of you guys. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to make a difference in people's lives, and I wanted to help others. With you guys supporting this channel, now I'm able to do just that. So thank you. So this Twitch documentary is about to get crazy. So stay till the end, because we cover a list of topics, and each topic just gets darker and darker. Live streaming is one of the most popular forms of entertainment on the internet. Countless people come together to watch their favorite streamers in real time. Whether they're opening a loot chest with the highest level of gear or just sitting in a bathtub, these streamers rake in a crazy amount of viewers every day. When I said live streaming, what platform came to your mind? Of course, Twitch. Without a doubt, they are
because, like, TikTok got their thing going on with live streams. Instagram did at one point in time. YouTube, I feel like if you stream on YouTube, it's because you're banned on Twitch, or you just, or it's either that or your following is on YouTube, so you go on there. But for the most part, yeah, everybody, if they're gonna be a Twitch or a streamer, they're gonna be on Twitch.
Streaming platform hosting some of the biggest streamers like Ninja, XQC, and Pokimane.
Yes.
But there's more to Twitch than what's on the surface. Stalkers, manipulators, and some of the most disgusting people are on the platform. So join us as we explore the dark world.
The thing is like, with those stalkers and crazy people, they don't see no wrong with what they're doing. It's like, fam, I've said this numerous times. You should never allow a person to have that much of an impact on your life to where you feel like you need to fly out to their state, whatever, go to their house. You're not invited, for one. And I'll never forget. I remember I said this before. I've always said this. I'm like, but you should never show up to a Twitch streamer, YouTuber, content creator, anybody. You should not just show up to their house uninvited. I don't even have friends and family that does that to me. They at least text me or call me or let me know. But it's like, fam, if I don't know you like that, no, it's a no. It's no, it's just weird. But I'll never forget, I remember I said this before, and the guy was all like, well, I should be allowed to go over to your house. No, you are not. You are not allowed. There should be no reason, because I've said it numerous times. You should not look at a person as a king or a god, or if you have all this hatred towards them, you shouldn't. It's like, bro, grow up. Like, dude, you should never allow yourself to get that upset at somebody or have that much love for somebody. There's content creators where I'm like, yes, I'll admit, I'm big fans of them. If I seen them out in public, I'll probably lose my mind a little bit. But that's if I'm just, like, out and about doing my thing. I'm still gonna do my thing. If I so happen to see it just any content creator that I'm following, you know, it's just it's something where it's like, I guess, like, if it's a good friend of mine that I haven't seen for a long time, they most likely gonna get the same treatment, you know. But if not that, if they're like, hey, I don't, you know, I'm like, I would respect that, going about my business. But yeah, it's just people out there, they could just be weird about that stuff, man.
The gambling controversy.
Yeah.
So whether you're for or against it, I think we can all agree that gambling can be dangerous.
The thing is this. Even though I've said that it shouldn't be banned from Twitch, it is dangerous. Like, if you have a gambling addiction, you need help, all right? Because you just wasting more and more and more money, and it's like, there ain't no... So, yeah, it's if you got an addiction, then, yeah, you know, I think you might want to step away. But if you don't, and, you know, you just... for fun, I guess, yeah, it could be okay.
Is enough to get anyone hooked, even the people who you would least expect.
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna shock all of you. I'm a gambling addict. 5 years ago, it got so bad I had $100 left in my bank account. And you know what I did with that 100? I gambled it.
Whenever gamblers lose, gambling organizations get paid. And trust me, gamblers will lose. In a slot machine, the chances of you winning the top prize is 1 in 5,000 to 1 in 34 million. And what happens when these gambling websites try to reach the younger generation? They branch out by sponsoring people to play their games. And these people are Twitch streamers. Some of the biggest streamers on Twitch were paid to gamble live on stream to their audience.
I'm like, yeah, if you're giving me the money, I'm not gonna gamble my own money. I'm like, no, you guys give me the money. And then if it had been something, I'll be all like, look, you give me the money, all right? Whatever money that you gave me, if I win that and some, then I give you your guys' money back and then go on about. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to gamble my own money and stuff. I'm like, that don't make... You guys come out with a video game and it's virtual money. Yeah, sure, I'll gamble,
hordes
but...
of viewers and bet ridiculous amounts of money, which was given to them by these gambling organizations.
But because Aiden Ross leaked his DMs, we know they pay him at least $4 million a month.
These streamers spend hours and hours gambling on stream that it becomes their own craving. So they do it off stream.
Yeah, I gamble every day. I lost 2 million.
Really?
I lost 1.85 million month.
Because of this insane
That's
uptick in
I'm sorry, but I'm like, I just, you know... I guess maybe if I had a gambling addiction, then I probably would be saying the same thing as them. But I guess, like, just in the mindset that I'm in right now, where I know I wouldn't do no stuff like that. But yeah, it's just, you know, I have a sneaker addiction. I at least, like, you know, try to get as much content as I possibly can out of sneakers. So it might not be equivalent to how much money, you know, I spent on them. But, you know, it's like something is like good coming out of this, but but with gambling though, it's just I don't know, man.
Online gambling. Twitch faced one of their biggest controversies ever. In September of 2022, the streamer known as It's Slicker was accused of scamming both his community and his friends for up to $300,000.
Wow.
Videos were leaked of him begging people for money.
I'll pay back. Genuinely, give me 2 months and I can pay back.
Slicker went on stream and admitted to everything. His reason for the scam was because his gambling problem was spiraling out of control. If gambling could cause this much damage to streamers, what can it do to its viewers? There are so many kids on the platform, and no matter how hard a streamer can stress that their streams aren't for children, they're gonna watch it anyway. Twitch has no age verification system. A kid can make an account with a fake birthday and watch whoever they want. So when they see their favorite streamer having so much fun and making money on these games, who's to say they won't try it themselves? According to the National Center of Responsible Gaming, young people struggle with gambling at higher rates than older adults, and 75% of Twitch viewers are young. Twitch eventually came forward with a new policy banning most gambling content, but sports betting is still allowed. So I want to ask you a question. Do you think Twitch has really done all they can to protect young people when they're still exposed?
They'll just go to a different website. The thing is this, what you need to understand is that people are there for that creator. So if that creator is like, okay, well, Twitch is banning me because of this gambling stuff, so I'm just gonna go to this other platform, you guys can watch me on there. They might not get as much viewers as they did on Twitch because everybody's obviously gonna go to Twitch, but at the end of the day, they are still gonna have people that's like, if they really love the content, yeah. And then on top of that, it's like, if let's say they have something that goes viral where it's like they win like $10,000 or something, and it blows up through TikTok, blows up everywhere else, yeah, you know, people are gonna get in the mix of that. It's like they network, you know, that, yeah, just they're just overall, it's like there ain't no difference between a gambler that's a Twitch or a content creator or a gamer that's a content creator. It's the same thing. They doing the same thing. So at the end of the day, yeah, it don't matter where they're at. Like, I can go onto a different platform, people are gonna go to that platform. If I go to TikTok, they're gonna go to that. So that's just how that works.
To gambling. The downfall of Athene. In the late 2000s, Athene was one of the top content creators in the gaming community. He started off making videos of games like World of Warcraft, where he'd play an incredibly exaggerated character.
Just like Destiny.
People loved it, and Athene kept on growing. He took part in huge charity streams and raised insane amounts of money for charities like Save the Children. He even became one of their celebrity ambassadors. But in 2011, something shifted. Athene uploaded a weird video titled Athene's Theory of Everything. The video was filled with religious preaching and strange conspiracy theories. His viewers were confused, but it would only get more confusing. Athene would continue to preach these strange views and would gaslight his audience if they didn't agree with him.
And the funny thing, you'd feel more stable and more in balance with yourself than ever. If you're depressed, depression is gone. You know depression? You deserve depression. If you chase your own experience, knowing that it kills people, your inaction, then maybe you deserve it.
Athene would help create something called the Singularity Group. It was a compound for workers in the computing industry. They would move into the building with all their expenses like food and rent paid for and work on projects for Athene. But it was more than that. It was a cult. Not only would the workers not be paid for the work they did, but they would also have to sign an NDA which prevented them from questioning Athene or the organization.
Wow.
And if anyone did this, they would be shunned by the other members and become social outcasts. The environment was incredibly toxic, and it shows in Athene's live streams. One of the worst moments was when he streamed with 2 female volunteers. He made them dance suggestively for the chat and promised that they would dance more if his audience would donate. And whichever girl got the most donations won.
She's having some nice.
It's like, did he get on drugs or something? It's like, how do you go from being this gaming content creator to that? Like, I say drugs. I'm like, that's, if not drugs, then he got something going on with him to where it caused him to carry on like that. So
Oops. You're just sitting here like, you know, in defeat. You know, you can always give me a kiss on the cheek, you know. Cheat, 500 pounds, easy. For $200, it'd be dancing for an hour.
So Athene exploited both his workers and his viewers. And as you'll see in this next topic, he's not the only one. This next situation is worse. Arcadum's allegations. Before we dive into Arcadum's disgusting allegations, I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor. This might currently be you. You drive a car and are paying for car insurance every month. Why? Because if you get into a car accident, you trust that they'll take care of you and your expenses. Now imagine this. You actually get into a car accident, but your insurance company comes up with excuses, downplays your injuries, and in the end, the same company that you relied on leaves you with huge expenses to pay. Well, this happens every single day. And Morgan & Morgan can fight to help. If you're lowballed by an insurance company after an accident, Morgan & Morgan can fight to help get you the compensation you need. When you choose a law firm, size matters. Morgan & Morgan.
I've never seen like a law firm ad or a sponsor in a YouTube video. That's different. That's a first for
America's
me.
Largest injury law firm with over 800 attorneys across America and has recovered over $13 billion for their clients. So you pay nothing up front for their services. The fee is actually free unless they win. Getting started is super easy. To get a consultation for free, all you need to do is get out your phone and dial #law or visit forthepeople.com. My link is in the description below.
Okay.
There's a wide variety of content on Twitch covering all kinds of niches and communities, such as the Dungeons & Dragons or D&D community, which is a role-playing game in a fantasy world. And one of the most popular streamers in this community was Arcadum. This creator was respected in the community until it all came crashing down. Allegations started to come out about Arcadum from multiple young girls.
That's crazy.
They talked about his manipulative behavior toward them. Some even accused him of SA. But the craziest part is that there weren't just 3 or 4 allegations.
That's crazy.
But 21 different cases.
But now it seems as if many different situations have come to light as 21 different individuals in the space have come forward with their own stories.
The cases were similar. Arcadum would have conversations with these girls through Discord. They would start friendships before Arcadum started to make advances on them. He would say things like, "Before you try to fall asleep, it would help me relax." And when they refused, he guilt-tripped them into pitying and forgiving him. "I feel kind of guilty. I'm really sorry if I made things weird. I hope you get good sleep." He even tried to control their personal lives, saying things like, "You're the only one I want." He manipulated them into believing that he was the only one who truly cared about them. Arcadum posted an apology in an attempt to fight off the backlash, but it just made things worse for him.
I have seen receipts from these girls that was so bad they left them out of their tweet long.
There was so much more evidence against Arcadum that the girls weren't showing. Since the controversy, Arcadum doesn't get nearly the attention he once got.
Still
I hope that
streams?
this serves as a lesson for him and teaches others to be careful who they talk to online.
That's
But this
crazy.
isn't the only scandal like this on Twitch. Recently, there was an even bigger one. Adriana exposes Slick. So I want to make something clear about this next topic. Please don't take it as factual information. We did the best that we could and we tried to be as accurate as possible, but as you'll see, there's just too many layers to this story. It all started in 2021 when a streamer by the name of Adriana Lee came out with a story about an uncomfortable situation with a streamer named Crazy Slick. According to Adriana, she went to a birthday party and got so wasted that she ended up blacking out. Her friends helped her into a room so she could rest, but Crazy Slick entered the room despite being
it's like my thing is that, you know, I feel like if you are gonna be doing an excessive amount of drinking, you gotta be like surrounded by people. Cause even if it's not even, it don't even need to be that, but it's like, bruh, at any get together, if you don't know everybody there, and that's the thing where it's like, it can even be people that you know, but still, it's just have people there that you trust. You know, like if they come off as somebody that be doing some weird stuff like that, then you gotta drop them. But if not, so I'm like, you know, you just gotta do that stuff in the comfort of your own home. Like I understand, you know, the party scene may seem all fun and all that stuff, but it's just, you know, there's risk that comes with that type of stuff, and it's just, it's crazy. People getting having it where others take advantage of them and stuff. It's just it's just, to me, I just don't see a reason for all that party stuff. Overall though, like I can't, you know, stop people from going. People still going. There's probably people as I speak right now, when this video does get uploaded, they still gonna go to a party, have fun, all that stuff. But it's just be careful of your surroundings.
being asked not to.
Don't
That
get
touched
blackout
Adriana
drunk.
inappropriately. The news spread like wildfire. Mizkif, one of Crazy Slick's closest friends, went live to address the situation.
We're very grateful
I've seen
to
this guy before.
Adriana for doing the tweet that she did, because she was forced into that position and she talked about her past experiences, which is super brave and really, really hard to do.
Mizkif had a Twitter argument with another streamer named Trainwreck, and this story got much worse. Trainwreck accused Mizkif of covering up not just the Adriana situation, but many other cases of Crazy Slick harassing women on Twitch. Are you gonna send Maya and Mitch to blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those SAs? More evidence surfaced against Mizkif, including a clip from his stream.
What you can deem of it, it's harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit and really cared.
Adriana
this
then
has
went
to be like a super old clip or something. Ain't no way you gonna say that today.
live and revealed that Mizkif himself sent someone to talk to her. They allegedly told Adriana to cover up what Crazy Slick has done.
Miz sent the most credible, nicest girl on Twitch to talk to me instead of him going over there, because it would look better. it'd be better to convince me.
What's worse is that Adriana's statement had to be proofread multiple times in order to make sure that the situation was downplayed as much as possible. At this point, Adriana was shunned from the Twitch community because many people didn't think it was a big deal. But then someone else came forward, and it was by accident. Minx's accident. Just a Minx is a popular content creator and Twitch streamer. If you follow her, you'll be aware that she recently suffered a manic episode, which is a period of extreme changes in mood and behavior. During this episode, Minx reacted to Adriana's stream and just laughed at her essay situation with Slick.
She did not reply. She doesn't have screenshots.
But then her opinion changed.
I was influenced by friends to believe that what happened to Adriana was smaller than what it actually was.
So pay attention carefully because this next clip reveals the puzzle piece that puts this all together.
Not everyone's like these streamers that cover it up, aka me and OTK. Ooh, shouldn't have said that one. Should not have said that one.
Minx confirmed completely by accident that some people were actively trying to cover up what happened to Adriana. And as far as I know, the situation is still under legal investigation. This controversy wasn't Twitch's fault, but the fault of the people with a presence on Twitch. We look up to these influencers and idolize them, but we forget they're human too. Sweet Anita pleads for...
Yeah, it's you know, that's why with me, it's like I you know, when I talk with people online, cause yeah, I get how like they're like, I'm not gonna say it's like that with everybody, but yeah, it's best to, you know, just keep to yourself, like with content creating, you know, just focus on creating content. And yeah, you know, it's like just definitely don't do no stuff like that where it's like you're gonna get yourself caught up and then you're gonna have to like try to get all these people to, you know, cover it. Yeah, that's just no. It's like continue making your content, live a good life so you don't have to worry about all this extra stuff coming back and biting you in the butt. Like, nah, bro, you take your mind off of that stuff, and then then it's just you look at your career. And when it's going downhill, then it's like, fam, you brought that on yourself, so.
Help. When we think of stalking, we think of that one shady guy in the alley following a woman home. But stalking can start online too. Almost all of your favorite Twitch streamers have stories about being stalked, including the horrifying situation of Sweet Anita. Sweet Anita is a massive streamer on Twitch who's even hosted the Streamer Awards.
Yes. Love you too!
Sweet Anita spoke openly about her experience with stalkers on Twitch. She said that the stalking started in October of 2019 and escalated consistently.
One day I went to the shops. He followed me from my house to the shops. I asked him if he had a knife this time. He stayed silent. Went across the road, and as I crossed the road, he gave chase. He ran after me. So the people from the shop charged out, grabbed hold of him and pinned him down while I went and, you know, went through this gate and went home, and they held the gate closed so he couldn't get past them, and he was trying to push them out the way and actually fighting with them to get with me.
It sadly wasn't long before the stalker found Anita's house.
My stalker started following me around and sleeping in my back garden. He started staring through my letterbox.
On top of that, the stalker would constantly send Anita threats through her Twitch chat, and the police didn't do anything about it.
They didn't turn up for 30 minutes. And even then, they didn't actually turn up. What they did was ring me back after 30 minutes to explain why they weren't going to do anything to help me.
Yeah, and it's stuff like that. That's how people end up getting killed. And the thing is this. It may sound silly what I'm about to say, but at the same time, it's true. You know, like, but they literally show this stuff in movies where it's like a person cries for help. They're all like, oh, well, we'll send an officer out there and we'll do like a little, you know, walkthrough or whatever. If we don't see nothing, we coming back. And they do that, and it's like, okay, it's like the stalker already knows. It's like, okay, well, most likely she's gonna call the cops, so I gotta hide. I gotta, like, blend in with the crowd. I gotta act like I'm not doing. Yeah, then cops go away, then, yeah, guy comes back and ends up killing the person. Then the cops is like, oh, well, we didn't know that it was that bad. Yes, it's always gonna be that bad. That's why it's like, it's stuff like that. Can't brush it under the rug. You can't say that it's not serious. Like, no, people gotta treat that as a serious matter. So, yeah, it's like, I feel like it's just, you know, content creators. I've dealt with my fair share of stalkers, you know, and it's just, yeah, it's just people that's like, you get so obsessed with the person. It's like, fam, you should never in life get that obsessed with somebody that you've never met, that it's crazy because it's like, fam, whether you love or hate that person, it's like, why put yourself through that? You know, it's like there's so many things that you could do in this world. It's like, don't put yourself through that. There's no reason, because I think a lot of people seem to forget that, like, the body that you sleep in, wake up in, take a shower with, like, you know, go on your like day-to-day chores. It's like, whatever it is, the body that you're born with, everybody got the same body, bro. Everybody has it. I'm saying that because it's like people seem to think like, oh, she got like magic blood, or she's different than everybody. Sweet Anita is the same as everybody else. She is. She might have like a big social media following, but at the end of the day, she's the same as everybody else. Without that social media following, you wouldn't know who she is. She would just be another person. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying that to just overall let people know, in case they're all like, oh, well, I gotta sleep, eat, and drink Sweet Anita. No. There's no reason for it, all right? I have nothing but the most amount of love and support for Sweet Anita with whatever she's doing and all the stuff that she wants to do and the things she's currently doing now. But at the end of the day, it's just not needed to carry on like that, sleeping out in her backyard, looking through, I think she was, like, her, like, letterbox, but I think it's, like, mailbox, I don't know, but anyways, yeah, there ain't no reason for all that, you know, and I know people are like, oh, what do? You see a content creator that you follow, like I said, I'm like, you know, I'll see them just all like, oh, hey, such and such, going about my business, but I'm like, the thing is, like, I don't want nobody, you know, inconveniencing me or like acting all weird towards me, so why would I do that to others? You know, it's like, I don't think a lot of people sit down and think about that. It's like, how would you feel if there was somebody, and that's talking to like the stalkers and the weirdos of the internet, but how would you feel if you had somebody being equally as like weird? You may not look at yourself as weird, but like, let's just say that there's your version of weird and somebody is acting like that to you 24/7. The like what you considered weird, and they're acting like that towards you. You don't want that to stop. So yeah, it's like people, it's like, come on now. It's like, leave these content creators alone. They are normal people like everybody else. They are not special. All right. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, you know, to just plead their case. They're not any different than the average person that you see. And I'm not saying now you guys start stalking average people. No, just leave people alone. We ain't trying to go through that crap.
Anita was assaulted by her stalker with a witness. Nothing was done. According to Anita, when the police finally took action against the stalker, he was on the way to her house.
When they finally went out to pick him up off the street to question him about that incident, he was actually on his way to my house with a knife. And despite that being incredibly damning, they still released him a 3-minute walk away from my house.
The saddest part is that despite all the awareness that Anita brought to this subject, she's still the target of stalking to this day. On May 23rd of this year, Anita posted a tweet pleading for help because another stalker threatened to find her at TwitchCon. I don't want to hurt you or your security. This is complicated. Last week, I could have sworn you would want to have a romantic relationship with me. And this week, I think you might have changed your mind. So Anita stalkers are getting completely out of hand. But this next one is probably the worst one I've researched so far. Scariest stalker on Twitch.
It's like, if somebody, I bet they wouldn't be doing stuff like that. Like if she was like, you know, trained with using like weapons and stuff. And I know people are all like, oh, you shouldn't have to. No, people carrying on and acting crazy like that, no, you need a weapon to defend yourself. Because it's people like that that's just crazy. So, but overall, no. Like, I bet if she was like highly trained with using a weapon and all that stuff, people wouldn't be messing with her. They would leave her alone. So it's like, my thing is this. I've watched the same videos as everybody else has watched of Sweet Anita. I don't see no reason to have like this romantic fantasy about her. Not saying that in a disrespectful way, but I'm just saying there ain't no reason for that. All right. I watch her videos, go to sleep, thinking about whatever I'm thinking about, most likely what I'm gonna eat the next day, because I'm like, what's in my freezer or refrigerator. But yeah, it ain't gonna be no, oh, like I wonder how far Sweet Anita isn't. No, bruh, it's just
another
weird.
Big streamer on the platform is Amaranth. While she's
I heard of her before.
Controversy for her content, she's widely
wasn't she she was the streamer where it's like somebody sent her like thousands of dollars, iPhones, and some other stuff. I was like, that's crazy.
On a personal level by Twitch and content creators, and this made her a target for one of the worst stalker cases on Twitch. Amaranth tweeted this message.
She says that her stalker traveled from Estonia came to her city and camped out in a hotel with a line of sight to her P.O. box and spent over a month camping out daily at a Starbucks next to the P.O. box and streamed it the entire time.
The stalker knew that Amaranth would eventually visit the address, so he waited there for over a month.
That's
crazy. And despite Twitch taking down his account, he just kept making new ones. And if that wasn't enough, he would constantly harass Amaranth online. He would send her inappropriate videos of himself dancing, and when she told him to stop, he just laughed and responded, "Liar, liar, fiance." This went on for weeks until the stalker started to move again. He streamed himself walking outside of Amaranth's home, mumbling to himself. "This is wrong," he said. "I know this is wrong, but I have to." He was dressed in formal clothes, carrying an instrument case. And an instrument case is the perfect shape to hide something dangerous.
Yep, a weapon.
The unthinkable happened. He started to break in. Amaranth called 911 and the police took 33 minutes to respond.
Crazy.
Thankfully, the stalker was eventually caught. Something needs to change. It's only a matter of time before one of these guys does something irreversible. And in this next one, they actually do. You can't unsee this live stream. In May of 2022, PG, an 18-year-old boy, drove over 200 miles to a supermarket in Buffalo. He got out of the car strapped up and ended the lives of 10 people. And the whole thing was live on Twitch. Twitch stopped the live stream.
Yeah, that guy was like, to furthermore explain it, he might overall explain it in the video, but yeah, the guy had like some like big like racist thing. Cause no, I know people all like gonna try to like say, oh, it wasn't racism. Like he literally had KKK written out on the gun of the, and he only killed black people. I think he did kill like maybe 2 other people that wasn't black, but overall, like, no, the majority of the people that he killed, like, he drove out to a store where primarily black people shopped there and shot and killed them. So yeah, it's like that. Yeah, I did see the live stream, you know, like, unfortunately, but yeah, it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you really can't unsee that, you know, you can't unsee a person getting a life, like, wrongfully taken away from them, so.
Minutes after the incident began. It was a horrific event that happens all too often, but I'm glad Twitch stood up and did their part to shut down the live stream. But still, evil people slipped through Twitch's cracks, including a Twitch admin who abused his power. The criminal admin. In 2013, there was a Twitch admin by the name of Mr. Adder. During that time, he took advantage of 2 small streamers who were both young girls. It's possible that there are more victims who haven't come forward yet, but in 2020, the 2 girls spoke out. One of the victims claimed that she met Mr. Adder when he was in his early mid-20s, while she was about 10 years younger. He used his recent breakup to guilt-trip her into talking to him. He threatened her into doing unspeakable acts because if she didn't do them, he would hurt himself. And sometimes he actually would. She finally had the courage to notify Twitch, but when she did, nothing happened. His other victim had a similar story. She was manipulated into a relationship with him and was pressured into doing horrific acts. She even sent him money for food and cigarettes when she was about half his age.
Wow.
This admin that was supposed to uphold the values.
You're a Twitch admin. I imagine that you're making some sort of money. You're having, it sounds like high school kids that's just probably getting their first job, trying to save up the money that they can. That's crazy.
Safety was nothing more than a creep. The Twitch monster. In 2015, a Twitch streamer by the name of Dark Aquis engaged in a relationship with a young girl when he was over 21. This girl claims that he manipulated her into a deal where she would do anything he asked, and in return, he would listen to her family problems. The messages he sent to this person are disgusting. He would force her to skip class in school and call him in the bathroom, and he would make her do awful things for him. This girl had enough and decided to act. But Dark Aquis knew their address and threatened her sister. Thankfully, this young girl was able to break free and come forward with her story. On Twitch, these stories are endless, including someone who took it a step further. The dark mind of Cryotic. Cryotic was one of the biggest content creators in the early years of YouTube. He was well known for his early collabs with PewDiePie and his iconic voice.
How old am I? I see you don't fully grasp the concept of eternity.
He would stream playthroughs of games on Twitch and had a huge following. Until 2020. Cry released a video where he admitted to cheating on his girlfriend with multiple girls who were too young.
I was never able to be genuine with people anymore after the fact that I cheated on my girlfriend with people who I didn't realize were even in the first place.
This shocked and confused his followers, and this was only just the surface. When Cryotic started dating his girlfriend Cheyenne, she herself was a young girl and a victim of Cry's abuse. There were also accounts from Cry's friends that he was doing ERP with young girls. Some of the screenshots uncovered were disgusting, and it revealed just how sick Cry really was. Since his last video in 2020, Cry hasn't uploaded to Twitch or YouTube, and there are rumors that he's even being investigated by the FBI.
Most likely,
Cry's story
yeah.
is only one of the thousands on Twitch. On September 21st of this year, Bloomberg released an article that revealed one of Twitch's darkest sides. A researcher conducted a 2-year investigation and discovered just how many Preds use Twitch to find their victims. The data will shock you. The researchers monitored over 1,900 accounts. These accounts exclusively followed children who streamed on Twitch. These users would join the children's streams and manipulate them into doing suggestive dances and acts. In total, these Preds targeted 279.
It's like, you know, there are people out there, then it's like you ask them that question, it's like, okay, like let's say you have kids and somebody's doing that same thing to you, like, you know, saying that to your kids. It's like, you're not gonna like that. I just, you know, there's people out there where it's like, I just don't get and understand them, like, on how you do stuff like that, and then you know, you're okay with it. It's like, there's nothing okay about that. So
9,000 kids. And as of July 2020,
like, when something, the thing is this, like, they most likely might not end up having kids, but I feel like that there's something that's equally damaging than what they did to those kids would overall happen to them.
Preds found an average of 673 kids every single day. How did this happen? Even if Twitch removes these shady accounts, nothing is stopping them from making another one. Something needs to change before it's too late.
Yeah.
And I think it's already too late. But that doesn't mean they've won. If you see people online doing things that hurt others, report it. If you see it in real life, do the same.
Oh no, I roast
know
people
that
for,
alone
you know, anytime I see my friends going through some stuff, I get to roasting
do
people.
little. But if we stand together, we can do so much. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go, click this playlist right here to watch more dark internet documentaries.
Yeah,
because
that's
our
crazy.
new goal is 500,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. We already hit 100K. If you're a talented scriptwriter or video editor and want to join my team, click the link in the description to apply. I love you all.
This got uploaded last month. Yeah, man, you know, there's people out there on the internet where it's like they don't need internet access and stuff, and it's like somehow, some way they end up getting it, and it's like, hold on. Okay, I was just making sure the audio worked for my computer, but yeah, man, there's just people out there where it's like, you know, they don't need internet access. They need to just stay far away from it. But anyways, and that being said, I was like, bro, that kind of like looked scary a little bit. I was like, I was like, bro, if this part of my face starts moving, like, cause that didn't look right. My facial hair, I guess I really don't be paying too much attention to my facial hair, cause I was like, I'm about to lose my mind. And I'm like, and the fact that it was just sitting there close to my mouth, bruh, I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, I was gonna lose it. But anyways, but no, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Visual Venture for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. Talk to you guys later. Peace.